Welcome back to the Blood Demon Oni. As we expand into the new story realm, we have met all the major players. Mavalith the Grave, Wotorkath the Prolific, and of course Griselda the Archsire Slayer, who's probably going to be our big bad guy in this campaign. So far right now we're doing okay. We've got a handful of levels. We've got a really nice expansion pattern right now with a few outposts around. This map hasn't gone absolutely belly up. At least not yet. We're getting attacked by a couple independent movements, so we're just trying to get our army back on home so that they can get some good loot. We've really been struggling with our economy in this campaign. Astralonium seems like a kind of boring name for this vampire city. Can we call it like Mana Font? How about like Blood Font? Seems more appropriate. Give it a little arcane governor. Slap a vendor in here so we can try to get some money. And then I got to cut you off. Sorry, homie. But that's the way that old cookie crumbles. You're building research posts. That's fine with me. I'm gonna jump over here and try to get some more vision. You're waiting on that gang to show up. And you're just exploring the corners of the map. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Blood for the Blood Ogres? Exactly. We're a different kind of blood god. These guys, I really just want to hang out with each other. Oh, you are struggling to keep any kind of economy going for me here. I need to build a work camp over here, so I'm just going to start doing that, because otherwise we'll never be able to expand. Take the turn of no builds. Pick up some delicious astral echoes. Interesting. Nobody is over here. I could pick up a chunk of Imperium and start making friendships with them. Which I think we might want to do. So you're still building nothing. You're not doing anything. We got a pact of loyalty up here with Drakvek. So that's good. I'm still not sure. We might end up going to war with this prolific Archsire as well. But I'm going to try to do it little step by steps here. Now, I want to pick up the, I believe I said the Tome of Mayhem and then the Tome of Shades. Because I want us some gremlins.
Be the fog that seeps into the mouth.
Yeah, gremlins. Couple different kinds of skirmishers for us, so. And then, yeah, let's slap a Whispering Stone in there. Pick up that. You can pick up a Knowledge Stash. You guys are going to go there and there. So he is building another place there. The Blood Emperor's Rose Palace. I guess that's probably where all the obsidian roses are. All right, for you. I did talk about building a ritual pyre right here, so I think we'll just do that. It's not like the greatest location in the world, but it's not terrible. My building's not working? Of course it ain't. Did you copy and paste it? That should be the same link. It doesn't transfer well into Twitch chat, so you might need to copy and paste the whole thing. She wants another treaty. You got your work camp. Now. I think probably our most important way to go here is down. You're ready to annex more stoof. There is that Astral Dew over here. I am just kind of like desperate for money as well, though. So grabbing more mines. I like the idea of. Then I guess I'll just move the two of them up here and try to intercept that army that was meant to be coming for me. You know what? There is this here. We're going to grab that first. Blood font grows a little bit more. It's not quite those pastures. Why don't we go for like a quarry there, though? Some good growth going around. She wants a defensive pact. She's at war with both of the others. I like her the most, but I don't know if she's who I want to be BFFs with. I don't know that I want to be BFFs with anybody right now is the problem. Though it probably would be a good idea to have at least one friend. I do love being stubborn about things. You're another neutral city, but you are actually conquered by somebody else. Okay. We have room for another hero. Coming in at $300. Kill those birds. Gain some levels. Not have sunless domain. This is where that attack was meant to be coming, and now I'm starting to wonder, is it maybe just coming from another direction? Maybe I could take this dark layer out. You're getting more levels, picking up level 8. For level 8, we're actually going to go with Profane Body Mastery. It's going to give us very fast movement, 15 evasion, 20 HP. Which is better than fast movement. It's very fast movement. We're not going to take either of those, is the only thing. But we will take Grim Executioner, and honestly, we'll take Resurgence. I don't hate it. And then I guess we're going to take Brutal Parry here as well. Attackers within 1 hex suffer 5 physical damage and suffer 90% chance of bleeding. I guess. Could give that a shot. Copied everything and it's still just blank? Oh, is like the entire builder blank? Because sometimes it does do that. You might need to use like a different browser. I found with Chrome it was giving me a lot of problems, but it's been working with Firefox for me. Now, why in God's name it does that, I don't have a clue, but... What would be better in here, the spell shield or the archer? Probably the archer, right? Okie dokie. Wow, when we do start getting summoned characters, we're going to have a lot of echoes to put into them. Which is really nice. It means we're going to start with some really strong demons. Alright, we're going to go with the bathhouse here because that's good for us. I mean, we could get Inferno puppies. They're tier 1, but the thing is that they do become Inferno hounds. Honestly, at this point, I have mana, I don't have gold. And I need more troops. So it ain't the worst idea. A bounty has been posted to capture that outpost, and a bounty has been captured to capture that capital city. This ritual circle says it's attacking me, but that's not actually going to be real. Then, I don't know, I guess let's just maybe climb over this mountain. Don't want him to take that dark layer. I'm just going to park myself on top of it so that he can't snipe it. Just in case that's what he's trying to do. There's a dormant labyrinth with more of these rose knights and the like. I guess we'll head to the Rose Palace. There's another tower there, but I don't think I can get that one. Use Brave, that's almost certainly it. Okay, yeah. That'll do it. Yeah, we have not really found Giselda's base yet either. I'm not worried about those dudes. Okay. Blood Font, you have a pasture here, but it's not cleared. Could be a quarry. I think this guy as our central farm would be the best location. Storehouse needs more foresters. You know what? I could definitely build that forestry set of buildings up here. All right, you're going to head towards that Blood Palace. We're going to pop into the Dark Lair. Slowed defenders. Gorging predators. Consumes target corpse and heals HP. All defending units have slowed. Nah. Let's just get right in there. Yuck. 2 white wolves and a bunch of doggies. If I can auto it. I'd lose my arcane guard. I don't think we need to do that, so I think we can get right in there. This map's got some kind of nice choke points, so I'll tell you what. Get all the way in there. Wow. Prep myself to cast that blood spell at the beginning of the next turn. Oof. It's a lot of weakened. It's a lot of weakened on our main guy. Here's the problem. I could also just like bleed stack almost all of them with this. But I think strengthened and lifesteal, especially to get rid of those weakens. We can also bite. Gonna have these skeletons just try to hold the line over here to make sure that nobody can get across easily to us. I mean, you've got that draining bite. How much are you gonna do? A lot. Okay. The bad news is that they're gonna eat that corpse. Let's trigger that heal. Yeah, that's the other bad news. Oh, you can also get around over there. Ooh, ooh. Doggies. So much movement. Do not like how much movement. You're gonna come up on them. Good grief. I could use blood empowerment to kill him. But I think there's other ways. Such as that. These are skeleton militias, so they're gonna live no matter what. If I turn around actually and hit this guy, take that flanking. You know what? I'm also going to say take that damage. You're going to take a shot. I'm going to use second wind so that you can heal. Was that non-temporary HP? It was. Is second wind broken right now? Because it sure looks like it might be. Your morale is actually very low. You might even flee. No, but you are going to fumble a lot. So I'm going to cast Blood Empowerment. Then I'm going to dash again. Hoping to kill this guy, but that might be trickier. Take a hit here. Yes. Yes. Very good. You're then gonna step in here so that... Well, actually, nobody else can get around there. You can't move, apparently. You're immobilized. You can just stab this guy and get some life leech back. I mean, I could immolate him, but really, what's the point? Fight for power. Spell that makes two demons fight each other. Gives a demon of higher tier. Yes. Yeah. 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 It's a very good spell. A young nightmare has survived the carnage and clings to you. A nightmare mount. Ooh. Yes, please. I can't use it, but you can. And that feels a lot more appropriate. I like that the mythic, the mystic culture, they put like the bandanas on the nightmare mounts. It's very funny. I don't know if I want to build you as a sniper shot or a snapshot. I feel like I've been building a lot of snapshots lately and not a lot of sniper shots. So you know what? We'll spice things up just a bit. And now we have a dark layer. A dork layer. For all of our dorks. Where are you going? Is it down this way? I guess so. Get units like Calamity Ogres that are normally not gettable by the player. Yeah. Yeah, Fight for Power is a lot of fun. Oh, Marauder Guard. Over here. That's fine. There's our Summon Gremlin. Create and reveal new astral echoes in provinces near your domain. Ooh. Target enemy city gets brigands and pirate coves. That's also very ooh. This costs 300 world map casting points. Dude, the amount of turns I would have to be casting this spell is outrageous. But Incite Revolution takes 7 turns to research, so. We're gonna found another city out there. I mean, I want to clear out all these camps. So you know what? We might as well just bring our guys together here. All of that has pretty good value for me. The Whispering Graves. Oh yeah, puppies. So you cost 8 to promote. 16. 24. So 48. 80. And then what, 112 to go all the way to an Inferno Hound? That's pretty damn expensive. Does that change based on the tier of the unit, I have to wonder? I might as well make some more of them. The blue circle. So this is a special thing called Astral Echoes. So because I am a mystic summoner culture, I can pick up these little sparkles on the map, and then I can use those to upgrade magic units. That is like our specialty. You don't have palisade walls. I'm going to build a storehouse here first, though. Oh, interesting. I could pick up Death Guard and Mortalists from Drakfak. Death Guard would actually kind of be nice. Quick reflexes. Elusive and light-footed. Not really. Did that one time? Yeah. It's a good little, it's a good little ability. Even if you don't always get to use it, like, the most frequently. Game doesn't want to give me any easy fights here. But that's okay. Means we get to actually fight. Ooh, I'm gonna pull you ahead one. So the only unfortunate thing about him being on this is it gives him intimidating aura, which is not really useful for a ranger who shouldn't be in combat in the first place. But that's life. All right, so we do have a vampire spider matriarch. We do have a shrieking bat. Obviously, the matriarch there is the biggest threat. I think I'm going to cast Blood Empowerment. And then I'm actually just going to go race down this matriarch. I can then put you in here. And you over here. And then just sit here and look pretty for a moment. Yeah, like most things couldn't reach him anyway, so I figured they were all going to go for this pocket. Didn't kill that? That's ridiculous. Get a little blood going in there. You up to help. I'm actually going to use that so I can move around and not be flanked. And then we'll just take some pot shots at him. Half Pine, how we doing, dude? Welcome, welcome, welcome. These Doom Bats are interesting. How does this work? Target unit sustains damage and loses 2 morale. It didn't seem like he was doing a lot of damage. 50% chance of dealing extra damage and 1 morale loss. That's pretty cool. The Echo. Okay, okay. Ow, Kerblamo. Sniper shot. That is, I guess, the big spider dead. Let's just do Draining Bite on him. He fumbled on the counterattack and killed himself. That's ridiculous. And then he can't do anything because he's in melee range, and if he leaves, he dies. Grand. You'd heal a little bit more if you just stood there, so I'm going to let you do that. Lots of good stuff for us to clear out here and level up off of, which is fantastic. Doing good. I'm doing well. Excited to check a little story mode out this morning. which has so far been a pretty interesting story. Not that we're like super far into it or nothing, but sniper shot can bypass defensive resistance. I feel like that's probably pretty good. I got a funny feeling this guy's getting a gun. There is an infestation over here that's planning to attack me. Okay, so here's the concern with that is I don't have palisade walls in this city. So I think I'm just going to boost that for a minute. Grab another forester to get a bit more production and food going. So you're working on upgrading that. We are going to need to pick up increased city cap if we want to increase our city cap. Which I do think I want a 4th city here, so. Can I get a Balor or a Calamity Dragon from tier 4 units without a summon spell? Yes, you can. Yeah. Unless they've nerfed it, but I don't think so. You're still giving up some like a good units there. Let's build a Soul Forge. That never gets boosted, so. There's another puppers. Rose Knights in here. Can't tell if these guys are clearing everything out. It does look like they cleared out that pasture. Can I take that statue? Yeah, we should take that for sure. Give me that Imperium. Alright. Another little Astral Echo. Another little Astral Echo. Big monster den over there. We'll work towards that tower next. You got yourself a work camp. I'm gonna have you build a mine right away. I tell you what, I'm gonna just start building this because in 3 turns I will almost have enough Imperium to upgrade my city cap anyway. You'll take War Seeker here. And then you're 1 level off killing momentum, which is nuts. A province claiming pact. That's probably good for us. We got the Pact of Cooperation over here. We are beating the other guys to taking Nightguard. So this is going to secure us. Oh yeah, man. We're going to have an excellent territory here. As long as nobody manages to like slip an outpost up here, I think we'll be fine. And as far as I know, those guys didn't slip an outpost up there, so. Sacrifice 2 Banebringers. Now you have Evil Noodle. Cheese still works. There you go. The old Evil Noodles. Astral Divination. That main siege project's pretty good. I'll take Soul Confusion. And seeing as I'm not casting anything else, we might as well start casting Astral Divination. Beating up the rest of these guys. Reinforce shields. Tier 1 shield. Disenchant that. So that has a hero in it. Could be worth 150 knowledge. Though at the cost of that Imperium, I'm not sure it's worth it, but... Conjure Astral Ward won a battle for you once. I believe that. I'd for sure believe that. Confucius, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Okay, you guys don't have money for them. You guys have unlocked, what? Astral Inspiration. I love... It's a lot of Imperium stuff. I'm now starting to be like, okay, I'd like to get this. You got your minor ambition. Nice. All right, what needs to be replaced in this army? The Arcanist for sure. Another spell shield would be better in the front. Let's grab a pyro for right now. I probably can get this blood glass now also. There's Archon blood for us. Which I do believe means you have vassalized. Yes, ma'am. Waypoint founded. Terrible name for a city. We're going to call this... it's up in the north, so it could be like... coagulated Coagulate Cove. We are definitely going to start needing more heroes. Ain't new doot a boot. Pretty far away from that still right now. Don't have a lot of Spear Imperium at the moment, so... Alright. You'd give me more Imperium. You also give me higher level magic origin units. You've made your case. We're going to occupy that blood glass. You got your palisades up, which is great because there is a 700-point Marauder army coming down here. That I reckon I'm going to have to start doing something about. Not the spell shield, man. It takes me 5 turns to recruit that spell shield. Seal bearers and warlocks. Plus a summoner. Key. No, bad doggy. I guess let's go here. Ooh. Bunch of bloodied roses appeared on the map. Sharp and creeping. Cool. Well, I don't want to stand in those locations, but I wouldn't mind standing past them. Can I move him there? Let's do that. Spreads out the astral connection better. Oh, Terrible shots. Okay. I think I'll put you there right now. Take my blood empowerment because we do have lifesteal. And you're just gonna stun. All right, well, you stunned the scout at least. Ooh, the cold damage. Oh my god, that was a lot. Transfer and seal. Ouch. What was that? Scatter shot, miasma shot, and dissonance. Damn, dude. Holy smokes. Skirmishers. Always be skirmishing. All right, you guys should just go for that kill. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to cast Second Wind. I'm going to move one. And then I'm going to chomp. This summoner has not summoned because I don't think he can. Yeah, you know what? You can just wail on this guy. He's not a high enough level that it's a threat. We'll kill the caster, drop the morale. You can kill him, drop the morale again. I don't think we need to cast. We could cause a double bleed. You know what? Let's do it. Creepy vines be creeping. That's just a scout. And that guy gets wailed on. Beautiful. I love this. All right, you go there. Kill him. Unfortunately, you don't have killing momentum yet, but that's fine. You can kill the other guy, and then you can pop him. Or you can miss 3 times in a row. That's also an option. Kept casting Astral Ward, the right flank of the battle held because the enemy wanted that ward dead and eventually won the left flank and enveloped the rest of them. Yeah, honestly, that's like the best thing you can do with summons a lot of the time is just use them as a distraction. There are a couple of those ward spells that you can use that do things like summon animals out of them. And those ones are hyper useful. A warg. At the start of battle, summon a warhound that inflicts marked and bleeding with its attack. A Hound Master's Amulet. This is a new item. Oh my god, that's awesome. Dude, I get a Hound Master? I get a free hound at the beginning of every fight now? Who can ask for anything more? Alright, this guy gets his level up. I do want to give you crits. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of that. You're going to take Initiate of Chaos as well, so that you can do your fire damage. And then all your homies in your army will crit more as well. Rapido the Arrow. A Goblin Mystic Champion. Hideous Stench and Sneaky. It's actually not bad. Ah, and a Skirmisher. That's not bad. You got your vassalage. That's not my problem. I don't need to put a bounty in that. She dislikes that I've gotten a vassal. You have blood glass, 25 gold per turn. All right, we'll loop our armies back here to try and take this out and then save Blood Font. Yeah, I think we're gonna need both squads. Wow, this guy pushed up really hard on me here. All right, I'm gonna have to. What is this giving us? 25% city income. This has to be. We'll call it the Rose Garden. When you're here, your family. 120 to boost that. I need to get the pastures and I need to get this location, otherwise I lose this crypt. Now I might lose that crypt anyway. But I'd rather not, because that was like the whole reason I kind of came down here. Oh my god, he's going to try to claim this so that he gets the rosewood. And then I'm not going to have the rosewood. I might end up having to fight this guy. I might not have a choice. He's being a real jerk about the way that he wants to do this, so. That's how it's going to be. All right, both of you guys need to move quite a bit. So let's just start you now. You're going to heal on route. Grab that city cap so we can get our income back. God, your movement is so bad. Scout healing there and a scout healing there. That guy's just kind of looking around. You are pillaging me. I sadly can't do anything about it. Build a stone conjurer there for right now. Confucius, the guy we played in Civ. I mean, we had quite a few Civ campaigns. We did do a Confucius run, though, at one point. Alright, you guys move up. You guys move up. So, confusion. Fiery arrows. Yes, please. You're ready to keep annexing. I think I'm going to give him these pastures, probably. This way, also, we have a road all the way down. I'm going to try to get over to that note. You know what? Let's start throwing those guys on Auto Explorer at this point. Also, give y'all a Pyromaster. Yeah, that's a nasty fight. It's not the worst, but it is nasty. Per adjacent conduit or research post. And you scale based off of farms. So I could put an Astral Monolith here. And then maybe farms here and here with the blood altars. Ooh. Options. Options. You're building. You're building. I guess let's just build a vampire castle for now then. If it's boosted, it's boosted, so. That's not needed. Noble Age is currently not needed either. I want to see like what we have that could get us a nice big two-handed. Currently we're using the Great Mace. I do love the Great Sword. It just looks so good on giant demons. Frost damage. Two Archon blood death damage. Affecting lifesteal. I mean, I feel like it's probably going to be this. I suppose it depends on what the blood glass gives us. Counts as a magic material. Blood magic, summoning undead, the torment effect, and the blood parasite effect. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. And this guy's a phase dog in here I can't forget about. Why is this army so slow? I feel like these other guys are moving way faster than them. All right. He got that blood glass. I think let's push on this mine so I can try to get that pasture. Astral divination is ready. All right, sure. Great. Bunch more of those little guys. Can't say no to that. We're gonna wait one more turn for them. I guess I'll have you go up that way. Blood transfer rituals. I can start summoning gremlins, which I really should start doing. Because they are tier 3 units. And it would help fill out my demon ranks a little bit better. I just saw a bunch of sunless stuff pop as well. No, he did it. He stole my other location. So unless I could get here and then there, I can't do that. So this guy has to die now. Unfortunately, he has decided to interfere on my expansion plans. So everything else goes out the window. You're going to grab palisade walls so that we don't get killed by whoever the guys that are coming down there. Because you're going to grab this pasture. And then I'm going to boost you, and you're also going to take that. So that at least I don't have to lose that crypt yet. Cheaper city structures, vision on whispering stones. Newly summoned or recruited magic origin units get +1 rank. That'd be good. That right there would be real good. This is 13 versus 1,000. Did you get bigger somehow? Or is it just that war breeds are always absurd? Every turn, all enemy units with bleeding have a 60% chance to get blood parasites instead. Fantastic. What does Brawler give you? Hit points and defense. All these guys are champions, so they have like champion soothing breeze. You have that extra retaliation from champion. Retaliation damage. Oh, that's really good because you have ferocious. Oh my god, so you do 80% extra damage on retaliation attacks. And you picked up Evoker. So you just ignore some bonuses. Nothing that crazy. Alright. We'll just take that. A resistant mask. Immune to flanking. Oh, man. And it's a sick demon mask that even looks like our face. When a friendly spell is cast, gain crit chance. You have claimed the blood glass. You hear a deep sigh as a ghost appears once more. I betrayed my pale prince, tried to take a rose by force. We fought. My chaos met his shadow, and in our final moment I cursed him and his roses. He consumed me in his rage. I did not know he had been growing a rose for me all along. Now I can rest, and I give you my weapon. Grant him the same relief. The witch disappears, the scent of roses fading with her memory. You gain Memento Amori. I think this is a one-handed sword, but it's pretty damn good. Drain the wisp of her essence, or just receive some knowledge. Just take the knowledge. Pick up fiery arrows, and we get another tome here, which is going to be Shades. Kind of a bit weird because we have gremlins.
Every seasoned assassin knows that swift execution yields the cleanest results.
But I want that evasion chance. So you've also got this blood glass now. Just because I'm curious. Greater inflict bleed. Ah, it's just instead of 90% chance, it's guaranteed. All right, well. Not gonna knock it. Ain't nothing special, but I ain't gonna knock it. So, I guess. I mean, your charge strike does 29 damage. This does 23 and can hit a lot of times. And I guess we have this better shield. Furthermore, I suppose I could give you this horse. But I think this is going to be a temporary thing. Yeah, we're going to trespass. Give me my loot. Auto-exploring scouts also pick up astral echoes, so, like, it's very good. Okay. You guys can go there. Or then you guys can go here. Do I care about this puppy dog? Not really. I'm willing to take that. You get a level up, killing momentum. Fantastico. You get a level up, getting... Killing an enemy gets 1 strengthened and 2 regen. Physical ranged attacks have a 90% chance of inflicting bleeding on all enemies in a 1 hex radius. I feel like that's what I'm gonna want to take on you. For each unit adjacent to the target. Or for each unit tier. I'll give you Swarm Hunter. I feel like I always go Big Game Hunter. Still have heroes who want to join, and I still have gremlins who want to join. Oh no, gremlins are tier 2. I thought so. I thought I was confused about that. Shades are slightly better. Your champion medal is critical. I am going to promote you a bunch because, frankly, I can. So let's just give you 20% critical chance. What do you get for elite? Legend? Extra 10% damage. 120 though. Okay, so these are more expensive if you go for higher tier units. Good noted. You're going to cast fiery arrows and then probably summon gremlin after that. You're just going to go run around and pick up echoes. Let's throw you on auto explore. Rebuild those. Great. Tranquility pool acquired. Bonded vassalage. Did we get vassalage of these guys as well? Pact of loyalty in 1 turn. Okay. Gremlins get to do some more fire damage. You got your palisade walls. I guess a library. You scale off of foresters, but this guy scales off of farms. 5 drafts per farm, or 3 mana per forester. I'm gonna go with the farm. I'm gonna make that a forester in exchange. Okay. Yoink. Yoink. Auto explore. Actually, no, I'll just have you come down here because I summoned a bunch of these things all over the place. All right, so my next question now is like, do I want to just bring my armies down here and start clearing out these wonders? I still need to give a rose, which I have to get from the Rose Palace. Yeah, honestly, I think grabbing some of these wonders is a good idea. This guy's going to get a gremlin. So he needs another, like, frontline troop. Oh, I can make, like, vampire spiders now, too. Let's do that. Let's give him a vampire spider instead. Just to change things up a little bit. Spice it. Spice it up just a little bit. And you know what? I should actually clear out these 2 spots here first. So we'll make sure the gang's all together before we go any further. Get us some good extra room to grow. These are slithers. Lose 2 thralls but gain a slither. Lose knowledge but gain Imperium for 6 turns. I mean, that's not bad. I have a lot of need for Imperium right now. Yeah, you know what? I'll take that. I'm going to take that one. Magic attack, deal extra damage, +1 resistance. We don't really have a good caster yet. Though I'm sure we will in due time. A golden wyvern. Well, I'm going to give you that. Wow, it's really funny with the low resolution that we had to turn on how different that wyvern looks. The heroes still look very fancy, but the mounts took a beating. All right, and then I guess we'll split the party a little bit. Just for right now. You can get a town hall. And let's grab you an extra farm down here. You made a vampire castle. Let's get you a mint so we can get some more money. And you got a storehouse. Let's get you the abode for some production and mana and everything else that's good. I'm gonna block this guy as much as I possibly can. We have 2 foresters right now. So part of your problem is that you don't have anything to really grow out on. Just gonna build you a farm. Desperate for some more heroes. But all good things in time. You've denounced me. That's fantastic. I wanted to kill you anyway. Pact of loyalty. You're not too pleased with me. Why are we not getting along? Ignored a claim on a province. Do you know how many times you have ignored claims on my provinces? What's even funnier about that oh, I got denounced from the other guy and that's giving her the penalty. I see. Well, we'll be okay. Excuse me. Scouts aren't meant to die. Scouts are meant to flee. Okay, I guess they changed that. I feel like we had that happen recently as well, where one of our scouts died. But it ain't how it's meant to be. So now you got a little gremlin as well. I'm pretty happy with this tiny army is also. Let's give him champion levels because that's really cheap to do. It's RNG, yeah. Like it was meant to be. Not RNG. They had changed it so that it was like you were guaranteed if you ran that they would escape. But I do think in some recent patch they rolled that back. Man, there's lots of good things in here that would be good for us. I really should have probably picked up Astral Binding before I summon that gremlin. You know what? I'm going to do that now before I forget it again. You just picked up road building. So I'm going to have you build a road. You're going to take that excavator's abode. Okay. Well, that's good. My main army is down here anyway, so I can clear out the Archblood Altar and the Crypt of the Deathless God, and then probably work my way down to this ritual circle. Because for show, they're going to cause me some grievance. You know what? I'm just going to queue up a summon gremlin. Not that I need it right now, but in case someone dies. Gallant Deathwatch. Down underground down there. All right. Living Shadows. We could pick up Blood Cultists. I'm of a mixed opinion about them, but I guess they probably would be good for all of our blood-based stuff. You guys are ready to keep annexing. That's uninhabitable, so nobody can actually claim that. You know what? Why don't we see if we can clear this out? You march into the scent of warm blood wafting from the maw of the Archblood's altar, pelted by harrowed screaming and chittering. Leading your army inside, you witness how blood cultists expose their bodies to blood maggots, who rapaciously drain their blood. Bloated blood maggots writhe on the cavern floor, laying eggs. Shapes move underneath the skin of the blood cultists, who cry arcane chants about blood purity and the bloodletter's tenets. Their screams reveal no agony, only exultation. They notice you when a stray blood maggot attempts to latch onto your leg. The frenzied blood cultists immediately move to attack. Infect your troops with blood parasites and share the cultist's boon. Benevolent blood parasites. That's not good for me. All defending units have it. Oh, okay. They all take 10% damage, but I have blood maggots. Yeah, we're going to do that. No, I take 10% damage. I don't like this. Am I prepared to lose that Arcane Guard? I don't think I am. Under the defender's control until the end of combat. I think this should say that, like, we also get the blood maggots if our units die, but they don't have blood maggots? I'm really confused. The wording of that did not logic. It did not logic at all. I guess let's put you there. I'm gonna go here. Here, 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 and here. Smooth. Oh, right, you're a tank now. I forgot about that. You're no longer a charger. The Warhound is a sacrificial unit, so I know it causes blood maggots, but I think I'm going to bring them up anyway. I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to like limit the gap of these guys' charge ability. Can you cast this every turn? Yeah, you can. All right. I really should have used warding there because I'm going to get hit with so many Scarlet Plagues. You can't actually move forward. The only problem is that dog is going to die for sure. You know what? I think I'm okay with it. Just move you up instead. Get all that bonus damage from the undead as well. Oh, okay. That was really cool. He cleaved and just like destroyed the rock that was there. Okay, you have a pure flank. I'm just gonna let you take that. I'm gonna turn you around so that we again have a flank. Now the biggest dumb I've done here is I've locked this guy into position. Unless I move you, which I guess I can do. Yeah, that's not great. That poor guy's gonna get himself an ouchie. Cut blood and power, but I think I'm just gonna save it. And I can stack at least bleeding on them. Dagger of the right, dagger of the right. Okay, so they're both dead at the end of the turn. He fumbled. He didn't do very much damage. Dead. I mean... Okay. Problem solved. Yo, that wasn't too bad at all. Definitely want to switch out his weapon for something better. Upon slaying the last of the blood cultists, you discover the true purpose of the altar. It's an altar to Urvatog. You discover tomes that mention the deathless god and his so-called bloodletter's tenants. The power of the dark entity had infected the minds of the blood cultists with their broken belief offering their blood to blood maggots would lead to greatness in the first vampire's return. The repeated rites amass unpredictable magical energies, which you quickly precipitate as mana. Is there anything worth salvaging in this godforsaken site? Adopt a lost blood maggot. Study the death cult's tenets, turning your skeletal militia into blood cultists. I lose a skeletal militia, but I gain a blood cultist. I don't like that, because my skeletal militia is actually really good. I guess I will gain a population for the Rose Garden. And then we will just take that as a building. Two mana per research post. 2 mana per research post. So I guess let's build a research post then. And we'll head to that crypt next. I believe this guy was coming to deal with that army. Cannot be built across roads or... What here counts as mountain? Oh, all of that is mountain. There we go. Okay, okay. Yeah, we'll kill off that army and take that dark layer. Maybe pick up this gold up here as well. Bow, bow, bow. This map has some crazy mountain ranges in it. Okay, that guy hasn't really moved. We have some decent rallies we can pick. But I'm in no rush. I think let's save money and see if we can't get another hero. We need 2 more heroes just so our cities can be set up properly. Ah, yeah, okay. And this dark layer is already ours. Yilwyn the Vampire Hunter. Something stirs in your domain. The subjects whisper of a vampire hunter that has come to end your reign. None other than Yilwyn the Bolt, renowned slayer of elder vampires, has set up camp near your borders. She surely plans an incursion to drive a stake through your heart. Serendipitously, the vampire hunter hasn't located your shadow-wrapped territory yet, and this is likely a matter of time. Her fading disorientation presents you with an opportunity to hunt the hunter. Thirst for her blood. Yeah, man, let's do that for sure. 500? That's no problem. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to heal a turn, and then I'll go up and kill you. We get blood cultists. We pick up shadow blades. I'm going to kill these wargs. Dude, the low poly wargs I can't get over. You already have a hat. You don't have robes, but I guess I might as well give you those. And then we'll push into this next turn. So this has jumped up to a tier 2 city. Let's go with the granary first. I'm going to build the vendor here first. Boop, 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 boop. And then I guess a quarry right there. I guess I need to take the Keening Courtyard and get rid of this ritual circle if I want to keep expanding down with these guys. This guy gobbled up a lot of my territory that I'm... Yeah, these Fountains of Elation are an issue. Issue. Because he has stolen that 3-point landmark from me. So I could probably get pretty easily on this city if I wanted to. It's still possible I could get it over there, but I need a lot of expansion. I'm just going to sit on this for a moment because I'll need it to take this crypt. We'll pick up faster roads, seeing how pestersome roads have been for us. And unfortunately, I don't have eyes on that, so I can't actually tell what it is. Oh, he stole Reaper's Hollow from me. Are you for real? Yeah, we got to kill this guy. How did I move 2 squares? Is this a mountain? I guess it is. Oh, I couldn't go down the river. I had to go down the mountainside. Good grief. All right, you're going to go vendor, then town hall. You're going to kill this vampire hunter army. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Sword and whip of the assassin. Yeah. I'll take it, but I don't know if I'll keep it for now. Yolwyn lies defeated within an inch of her life. Go on then, end my life. I do not fear death. You are amused at the thought of slaying the hunter, but there are better uses for her. Your troops ransack the camp and find several magical items that are used for vampire slaying, most notably a staff of flame strike tucked into a burlap sack. Ooh. Ooh. A tier 4 fire spirit staff with undead slayer. All right, well, this is obviously the next hero we're getting. You keep it for yourself to use or dismantle, but what shall you do with Yolwyn? Nail her body to the gates of the city. Recruit her. She's a level 4 ranger. Or let Kinwyn feed on her and get a level up. I'm going to let Kinwyn feed. Because that also gives me a level up. You're going to take Thorn Shot. And you... We're going to take Drain Familiar, I think. Oh, interesting. I could give him the Sword and Whip. How Sniper Shot works with a Sword and Whip? I don't understand. But it looks pretty sick. Look at this rainbow of damage he's doing. Good grief. Cold, light, fire, physical. And he's also in sunlight up here, which is not particularly good for him. So what, I lost a vampire spider there? Guess I could just give him another vampire spider. Or a Doombat. Doombats are brawlers. With bleeding and lifesteal. Vampire spiders are also brawlers. With bleeding and lifesteal. But then they also evolve. So they're literally better in almost every way. They don't fly. Okay. They're sending an invasion. That's not good, because this army is going to get caught out if that's the case. I could sell some of those corpses for money to get more heroes. You know what? It's probably not a bad idea. At least one of them. So I think I just want another yokai. The unfortunate thing here is I have not gotten a caster, which I was hoping for. I did get a defender, which I could give that sword and shield to. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then I still have another hero cap, so we can still get another person. So if that's the case, I'm going to make you a shield bearer. I'm still going to give you chaos. I think we'll go with offensive vanguard. And training bite. Yeah, so we're going to need to make a better weapon then for our main character. lifesteal blade is pretty killer. It's 165. I guess I could just make a like, yeah, lifesteal blade. Not quite yet, but soon. So this guy is an arcane governor. Who actually has the most? You're based off of conduits. I don't know. Maybe all these wonders will count as special improvements. I don't believe they do, but just in case. Just in case. Yup. This is what I was worried about. So I'm gonna just retreat. Though that ain't guaranteed that any of these guys will live. Fingers crossed they do. Okay. You know, I lose the spell shield and I lose the gremlin that I did level up, but you know, I don't lose my heroes. You definitely need to be adjusted because this does not look at all like it should. These are the mystic helmets? These are the only mystic helmets? There's only like 2 of them? Wow. This character is just meant to be a defender. So I guess we'll just go with like a classic drip maybe. Oh, you know what? I like that spike. That's a bit of a better vibe. All right. Well, we lost that gremlin too. Let's get another spell shield out there. You guys go for the Crypt of the Deathless God. Like the motions of a dream, the great stone door that sealed this crypt for untold ages opened before you without sound or vibration, vanishing as if it never existed. Stepping into the blackness beyond, you are overcome by the scent of bedrock, blood, and candle wax. Before long, a narrow candlelit chamber reveals itself, attended by a host of hooded figures, all murmuring around a rose-chalked statue of the Deathless God. With your arrival, the cultists all look up, their eyes sparkling with raptured delight. The reckoning, one cultist cackles. The hour of the blood reckoning has come. At last, brothers and sisters, rejoice. By the Deathless God, let our blood be spilled in celebration. Spill it now. A mad rapture overcomes the cultists, and they all charge at you, knives in hand, as many more figures emerge from the shadows of the chambers. Hasten defenders is acted. Retreat. Oh! I can't do this. Because it is actually the crypt. Huh. All right. So be it. We can cast Living Shadows. When attacked from within 2 hexes, space 60% chance of becoming blind. We also gain 10 evasion. Our friendship was ended with the other vampire. Because plotting to take over all the free cities. Demonic warlord. Grievances can't be traded. Huh. Alright. Well, looks like we're going to war with everybody then. Oh, I do have a gremlin ready to go. Might as well add him to the pile. And we'll summon one more. How bad was that army? 1240. Yeah, I guess we're 50 turns in right now, so... I mean, this is a combat summon. Maybe we should just take it. Seeing as we do have all these buffs from combat summons. What sucks is also, like, it's like 5 turns for me to get back here. We're definitely going to need teleporters in this campaign. You got a granary. You're being attacked again? Oh my god. Okay, by a huge army. I did not realize that was happening. I should pick up this Astral Dew. That gives us Cosmoflux elixirs. Provincial improvements in provinces with mana resources get +5 knowledge, +5 mana. Yes, please. Lightning damage, resistances, spell casting. Magic Origin upkeep is reduced by 20%. That's going to be really good for us. But also Mines grant mana, really good for us. I've been falsely denounced. So we ain't going to win on any kind of diplomacy game here, I can tell you that much. How bad is this army? 900 points. A sun priest and other undead stare at our troops with fear and hunger. Fear soon seems to prevail. I want their delicious experience. I need to pull back to deal with that army, but I also have to need to deal with this guy, so I'm going to wait a turn to heal. How many turns are we in? Okay, we're out of purgatory. But we're also like nowhere near our troops. Try to come up here in case I can build a road. I think that would be extremely useful. He's gonna grab himself another gremlin. We're gonna start casting Shadow Blades as well. Nice. Okay, and we have an elementalist here, so he's who we're gonna take. Great. Love the look of him. He's got that third eye. He does need good demon skin. Let's give you this cool one. Then is there an appropriate wizard hat we can give you? I mean, I could just give you the ogre helm. That want you to look like a wizard, though. Oh my god, it's so funny. The low poly just like forms a little band around this. I can't. I can't with it. It looks so funny. Oh, on the low graphics, everything looks so funny to me. I'm gonna give him this purple. So he's gonna take the Staff of Flame Strike. He's also going to take this robe. And we're going to reset your skills. I think we'll just go Flame with him. Discipline of Flames. Chaining Evocation. Or Blast Evocation in a 1 hex radius. What is your max level? Wildfire is cascading, so I feel like let's go Blast Evocation then. Put a little extra fire on your Sunblast there too. And then, are we going to want elementals? Probably not. I'm going to want empowered evocations for sure. So we'll go Withering Magic. Now we have a nice fancy feller with a staff. Make John Bloodborne his a build. Chris Lauren, hello. Why have we got the game on low graphic settings? We were having encoding problems earlier that I am not sure what's going on about, but that I'm trying to get figured. So for whatever reason, Windows was deciding, when I played Age of Wonders, it decided to eat all of my extra RAM, maybe through a memory leak. Oh, my graphic, my VRAM. So we gotta figure out how to fix that. Because otherwise, it's a big pain. Can I even get to this Rose Palace anymore? Do I have a scout down here still? I've neglected my populace, and now they are rioting in the streets. Yeah, I'll distract them with fireworks. We have a lot of mana. So sorry, is there a guy over here? Oh no, I think I just have that tower. No, I have a scout right there. So I'll tell you what. For one, dismantle that. Then for two, I want you to go to the Rose Garden. We're picking up tier 3 tomes already, which I believe we're grabbing Pandemonium, and then I believe it was Pandemonium, and then we actually go backwards and we take Revelry. That is what I said, right? Can't keep anything tracked this morning. Pandemonium, and then we go backwards and we take Revelry.
There is a subtle artistry to true chaos. There is nothing as delightful as watching the seeds of discord.
We'll take Havoc Magic. Okay, and then you can come down here and build some roads. You guys can team up here. We're gonna try this. 2 mimics. Tier 1 units, I mean, they're legendary, which is nice, but I have better units to start replacing them with. So if some people die in this, I'm not going to get too hung up on it. Puppies, gremlins, and these guys. Oh, you can only cast it on someone nearby. Well, I'm gonna wait a turn. Okay, it's not the worst. How did he become an evoker when I only have an arcanist? It's a little riddle me that. I'm gonna turn that guy around so that we can just slaughter him here. Gives us killing momentum, which lets us slaughter him again. Nice. 40%, 40%, 40%. Miss, miss, miss. That is XCOM, baby. Charge is blocked. First strike retaliation. Let's go for you. Okay. Owie. 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 I think those are my skeletons, so they come back anyway. If I'm understanding that correctly. Behind you. Flank, flank, flank. Flank, flank, flank. It's not enough to finish him, is it? Course it ain't. Dump, 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 dump. You are on fire. I have a plan. Doesn't look like it's gonna work though. I will. Well, let's try this. If I use blood empowerment, and then I use assassin strike, which I know does a lot more damage on a flank, but if I crit, no dice on the crit. Huh. Didn't realize Mimic could just go all the way back up to full HP. Pick himself up as an arcane guard. You can't bite him because he doesn't have any blood. So let's just kill him instead. Hear me out. I'm gonna put that dog up there. I'm gonna use my killing momentum to move walk here. And then flank drain him. Then I'm going to spin him right round, baby, right round, but it didn't work. I'm blind. So close. This doesn't make anybody on fire. Guess I can at least get a little bit of damage up there. Owie, owie, owie. Minimal owies. Why is there no counterattack there? Okay. Oh, cool. If he dies the second time, he doesn't come back as a mimic. I didn't know that. I do now. So you can run up, and you can run up. And you can heal and just do some more damage. Likewise, you can just do some shots. He's broken. He's stuck. I'd like to run these guys down. Just for good measure. John Bloodborne Belmont. There are mods that unlock generic starting weapon options to character. One mod gives guns to elder vampires. Luther's line from Vampire Coast trailer from Total War. That's very fitting. I like that. I like that quite a lot. Now, there's a real question here is like, do I try to push on this ritual circle? I think probably not, because I'm getting attacked by two other groups back here. So I tell you what, instead I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to build a forester here so I can heal. Not sure if that's exactly what I wanted, but it's what we're going to go with. You're going to hop into that army. You guys definitely still need more troops, so I'm going to grab another spell shield. I guess I could block off this cave. Which I'm okay with. This is a troll governor here too, so all the extra foresters are great for us. I'm going to grab the town hall so that I can also cut off this pasture down here. Though I don't think they're going to expand anymore in that direction. You never really know. Shadow Blades. So we can now sneak through their defenses when they're blind. Here goes our Wizard's Bond, our Province Claiming Pact. So she's going to probably war deck us pretty soon. If an I was betting, man. Summoning Rift. Generate 15 HP per turn. I don't know where I need that to be right now, but... You picked up the Estate Hall. Almost certainly the Chaos Bolstering Matrix is going to be what we gotta want to go with here. In terms of buff spells, we have the Rite of Life Leeching. We'll have Demonic Onslaught. That's it. 3 strengthened. Yeah, I mean, we're going to want that for sure. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, the Astral Manolith. A bit of a problem is this is my only quarry at the moment. You know what? Let's just take it. We'll go with the bolstering matrix for now. We're going to keep going up that way. That dragon is certainly coming down here to say hello at the moment. But I don't think he can reach us yet. I'm gonna have to just like sit on this city's edge because I also can't take this roaming army by myself. I'm not far off, but what do we have? Firm. Like, you're either a forester or a quarry. I guess you're probably better off being a quarry. That way we at least have sort of one of everything here. No palisade walls there. Definitely need to fix that. She wants me to capture this city. That's a quest I'm certainly in favor of. I just think that we need to get rid of some of these guys in the back lines first. Otherwise, we're going to be constantly getting pillaged. So, for right now, why don't we just move the gang together? That way we actually have a roamable army. You have a gremlin, you have a gremlin, you have a gremlin. Great, everybody's got a gremlin. That's what I want to see. Gremlins for all. You need walls, so let's focus on that. You're pretty unhappy, but that's not the end of the world. Let's put the library in here. Whenever your units gain ranks, gain knowledge. Cities can now build teleporters. I mean, here's the problem is I want all of these. I'm definitely running a teleportation problem right now, so I think that's number one. Got vassalage over there. That's wonderful. Hey, there's still another unknown ruler on this map. You're about to be vassalized. All right. We got 2 vassals. That's pretty good. You are 4 gold off, so let's just grab you and stick you in probably that army. Not a shrieking bat. I think I want... Yeah, I don't have like any soothers. I think the most confusing thing here is I haven't built a Town 3 Hall, which allows me to have summoners, which would be a lot better than soothers. But I guess all things in due time. All right. We're getting dunked in a lot of directions at once here. Let's start unlocking Havoc magic, which we just got. Very fast movement on scouts. 0 cost. 2 levels of misfortune in a 2x radius. I mean, that's pretty good. 30% fumble chance. But I don't know that it's like our vibe right now. I'm going to take Ignite just for like a single target nuke. And then we'll hopefully be able to kill these lost wizards. For a spell shield and an arcane guard. All right. You know what? You can have it. There's no way I don't start coming out of this without some deaths, so... Granary. You got another level of renown, which is excellent. You're almost at level 4. Got a lot to go until he gets Ruler's Retinue, but... At the Palace of the Pale Prince, upon yonder hill dawns an awesome yet doleful structure. It appears abandoned, though it emanates a powerful, evil aura. The grounds before the rose-choked palace are marked by blood-soaked swamps, reeking with the odious stench of death. Its silent inner courtyard is fended off with vast creeping walls of razor-sharp thorn bushes, overseen by petrified gargoyles that ward off unwanted visitors. They protect the unhallowed place where countless lives of mortals were sacrificed in ancient blood rites and orgies in the bygone days when the Blood Emperor Eternal reigned supreme. Man, this Blood Emperor rules. Lo, this is the vacated Blood Emperor's Rose Palace. Its shadow halls and corridors are said to harbor unspeakable secrets, as well as a single rose of legendary splendor. Press on. All right. Okay, I do need to actually explore it in order to get the fancy rose. Noted. You can rebuild, you can rebuild. You can annex. I guess I'll probably put like a teleporter. You're going to be able to keep moving south past that Keening courtyard. Oh, I forget that I also have underground here. You know, well, let's do that because there's an Eternal Bedchambers here we could also grab. I've been denounced. Okay. No big deal. I'm a little bit worried about the inevitable war that is brewing, but trying not to panic. Boop, boop, boop. We've picked up Ignite. I do want Chaos Eaters, but I also want Mark of Misfortune. How much to lock? 30 mana? I'll take that. You got a library. I guess I'll put you on the mint next, because money is kind of everything for us right now. Our mages get some Havoc magic. War has ended with Donar Turks. They've been vassalized. Okay, I want all of you to have a summoner, so I'm gonna rush one of those. Summoner support unit. Could be a Scald later. We got options. There's always options. This dragon does not know what to do right now. We'll move the whole gang over. It's a fine price to pay. A single spider. Boy, I guess let's go with the Stone Conjurer there. Another level up on our ruler. Level 12. Excellent. So, we could pick up Blood Communion. Target-friendly unit and the caster get HP and remove negative status effects. Insanguinate. 3-cost range. Sustains a ton of damage, gives bleeding, and a bunch of other stuff. Also potential for adaptive vigor. Blood Blight. Target enemy unit and 2 others within 2 hexes. Sustain damage, gain blood parasites. Debilitating aura. Tormenting Mist. We did this on Elsa. Festering Spine. This is kind of like the skirmish option. Withering Decay. Base attacks inflict decaying. That's kind of fun. And then Grave March, which conjures 4 thorned skeletons in a 1-hex radius. And immobilizes people near me. For the next 4 turns, resurrect 1 random corpse on the battlefield under your control until the end of combat. This just seems so crazy to me. But I'm kind of think I want to take Exsanguinate. Adaptive Vigor is a good option, and having something that's a bit more like damage based for me. Single target. I think that's what I want to go for. I don't know that we'll take Adaptive Vigor, because I feel like we get a lot of regeneration from other things. Like Drain Familiar is going to give us 3 regeneration. I do want Mist Away, and I do want Vampiric Flight on this guy. So let's go down that path first. Have we picked up anything that we can break down? The Golden Wyvern. You gotta take those robes. You'll end up taking the Nightmare. Oh, and you can't use anything because of the Sword and Whip. That's funny. All right, with this squad, do we want to go for this Haunted Graveyard? Tranquility Pool and Astral Dew. Both of which we do already have. So I think having like 3 Astral Dew is really good. I just need eyes on this, and I can probably tell Drakvek to take it. Honestly, I should build a scout. I should build a scout. My EU5's looking strange. Little bit different. Little bit of a different vibe. I tell you what, if I'm going to do that, let's also charge up another one of those Astral Divinations. Modders are just cooking these days, right? Honestly, I can't wait for the Anbanar mod for EU5. I've been wanting to play that on Victoria 3 recently. Ah, this guy's like, people are trying to kill me. This is trapped in my capital. You're already vassalized. I'm not in the rush to annex you any further. Let's grab that Town Hall 3 because I think that's way too long a coming. And we can also build my blood altar here. Yeah, I guess originally the idea was to put it here so that I could also have a farm there. Then I could swap the two of those. Think about it. We'll go with the Chaos Eater. All right, so I don't know. I need all of them to take on this haunted graveyard, but I could also do things like pick up more blood glass if I went up here too. You also on blood glass? You are. Let's do this. Meow 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 meow. Clean out that gold mine to start. Then we can keep moving. Grave March is strong, yeah, but I'm not a necromancer. I do have a necromancer builds for this new vampire stuff that I've been wanting to check out as well. It's just that we haven't dove into that way yet. What do the Vamp Lords add? They add in a tier 1 blood tome, a tier 3 blood tome, a tier 2 morale and frost tome. No, sorry. Tier 1 and tier 4 blood tomes, tier 3 frost morale tome. Then they add in vampire lords, they add in sunless terrain, handful of new units. Bunch of stuff. Basically a bunch of stuff. This is kind of an ugly fight. But it is for blood glass, so. Soother and a spell shield. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. At the end of this unit's turn, adjacent enemy units have a 60% chance of becoming diseased. That's kind of fun. Let's put that on the tank. And then... this is not sunless terrain. Just gonna come down here for a moment. Lost another spell shield. I guess I could just move here and take the Dark Layer next. That's probably a reasonable thing to do. In fact, town's not big enough. Needs to be a Mystic Spire. All right, what do you need? 2 farms, 2 farms. Sounds like you need some farms. We're doing okay on money right now, which is nice. We'll grab some more magic attack damage, Mr. Caster. Mr. Wizard. Can I really still only summon gremlins? I guess so. I guess Chaos Eaters are also casters, but they're at least melee casters. I guess I probably should have taken that blood glass, hey? You guys are healed, but like you also just took a beating last time you took that fight, so maybe I wait till you have 1 or more troops. Hey, we're number 1. Who said that? Meow! Thank you for the primer, my dude. Much appreciated. Welcome on in. Blood glass. I do want to know if there's anything that's like 3 blood glass. And I guess we are going to have that pretty soon. Ritual circle, large monster den. Nope, neither of those are bothering me. You're making that spell shield. You're gonna start getting summoners real soon. Enjoying the Age of Wonders content. I'm glad for it. It's a pleasure to play. Oh, yeah, you lost that Arcane Guard. Oh, if only everything could be Skeleton Militia. If only it could be Skeleton Militia all the way down. All right, what are we doing here? I'm going to rush this city and then... Lesser Magma Spirits. Do I just start pumping out summoners at this point? Link with a target friendly magic origin. I mean, if they all have soothers right now, I don't want to start pumping summoners in. Soothe. Soothe. Oh, actually, I do need one. All right. Sold to the man in the yellow hat. You're going to grab that and then that. In the early hours of the morning, you find your hero waiting outside your quarters. He says, I'm dreaming about stuff. Currently, I'm a steward. Steward. Artisan equipment for 10% damage. Vision, sensing, and true sight. What does steward give you? Adjacent friendly units get defense and resistance. I actually kind of like that on a mage. I actually kind of like that on a mage. So I'm going to let him keep with that. These guys all get their Mark of Misfortune. We're also going to cast Astral Divination. Just spawn a bunch more of those guys. And honestly, I think I'll just keep casting Astral Divination. If I don't have anything else to cast, which I really don't. You guys are going to wait for that spell shield. Astral Siphoners. Ooh, Death Stalkers. That'd fix my front line. Yeah. Okay, this ritual circle is really becoming a problem. Can I set a bounty for that? Impossible. Too well defended. Of course it is. A Summoner's Cistern, plus 30 mana. So I said I was going to Blood Altar there, and then I was going to switch you to a Firm and you to a Forester. So I think we'll stick with that plan. You can build Vampire Spider Matriarchs. Wouldn't that go good with an animal build? It would go good with an animal build. You can also summon Doom Bats and Shrieking Bats. They all cost thralls, but if you're going nature, typically the one thing you have a lot of in nature is population. And thralls grow off population and food. So there is a very cool nature vampire build that you can do. Usually watch the VODs on YouTube. It's hard for me to watch streams. Not a worry. Yeah. That's why we do the VODs. So for people just like you. New Dawnwatch Keep. Oh, this looks cool as hell down here. They've got like this big moat around them. Silver Forge. It's got to be very funny that I end up making friends with the Vampire Hunter. Just because I want to murder everyone else. Not really the intention. But I mean, I'll take it if I got to. What do you not have? Boy, you have just about everything. Yeah, I guess you could have more quarries. Probably wouldn't hurt. I really thought you'd be able to see that by now. So here's the thing. I am getting in 3 more units in 1 turn here. So I think I'm just going to let those guys chill one more time because they'll lose a lot less people. Unfortunately, this city is maxed out because it's boxed in. I don't really want to take that. That doesn't feel right. You can be integrated now. I might do that. It's an option. Summon Chaos Eater is unlocked. We're now going to go back in time to the Tome of Revelry because I want Scalds. I also want blood weapons. There's a lot of good stuff in here for vampires.
Instills more doubt in an enemy than a foe who revels in battle. The warriors who feast upon the carnage, they are the ultimate victors of war. No
Do I
matter
want
the outcome.
Scalds?
Take glory in the fray and care not who wins.
Scalds are really good. We'll lock them for now. Hi. Guys, just build that little bit of road there. Then, I guess let's put the Deathstalker in with my main army. And then you both can take a spear. And then we have to wait 1 more turn. Yay! Drakvek. I would like you to destroy this Astral Rift. Preparing attack in 12 turns. Alright, well. Probably not going to get there anytime soon then. Do they also have 2 armies right here? This seems like there's a lot defending this Astral Rift. Certainly a lot more than I would have anticipated. Woo, man. That's a lot of unhappy faces. Let's grab a tavern. $20. Alright, we'll grab a bathhouse too. You made a stone conjurer. You can now make a market. This guy is invading me. That's perfect. We're on our way up, so the timing of that works out great. I guess I'm going to build a Mage's Plaza down here for right now. Bit worried about Rose Garden. Kind of feeling like I need to get a teleporter down here ASAP. Really feeling like I need to get a teleporter down here ASAP. Which also means I need a teleporter up here ASAP. Do teleporters count as conduits, or did they change that? They changed it. Spelljammers count as conduits. Very hard to roll over a mine. Let's take out the quarry. Just destroy all my production value. What type of demon are you? Lust, crazy one, or plain old otaku? We're Japanese demon. Oni demon? Oh, okay. I guess you die. I guess we're a blood demon, is what we are. You've neglected this populace of blood font. The city doesn't fall to chaos. It is healed by it. Lose 2 population. Lose a bunch of gold draft and stability. Oh no, gain stability, lose golden draft. Embrace the chaos. Nice. The citizens embrace chaos. You guys come up here, and hopefully they should be easy. You lose 1 death card that you just got. All right. Murder Ring. Inspiring Killer. This is Inspiring Killer and Vicious Killer. So we'll go from the signet of the Murderer's Mask to the Murder Ring. We definitely got to fix our homie's drip because it's not... It's just not right. Can I not expand directly into that? That is such a pain. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it twice. Now, I can answer the question, what does 3 blood glass give me? Ooh, Magic Origin Slayer. 3 blood glass gives inflict blood parasite. 60% chance of inflicting blood parasite. 2 blood glass gives torment. 1 blood glass gives greater bleed. Inflict electrified. Oh, that's new. They've really expanded out the things that you can do here now. Wail of the Banshee for having Archon Blood and Tranquility Pool. Dude, I didn't know I could put this on like a melee weapon. That's cool. I like that a lot. You guys get anything neat? 2 Archon Bloods. No, not really. I guess blood parasite is going to be the main thing here. No, like blood orbs. Well, visual blood orbs, but 2 blood glass lets you summon a Rose Knight. That's cool. Greater dispel magic. Crushing anguish. Wow, there's so much stuff on here now. They've really amped up what staffs and the like can do. I just wanted to see if like the blood gives you any other bonuses on this stuff. Life Drinker. Gain strengthened when a unit dies and heal. Oops. Okay, we have some stuff to get some really good like magic robes. The rings, nothing special. The wands, we have summon Rose Knight. Honestly, on a wand, that's pretty good. And for trinkets, Blood Sigil. Ooh, Undying. Blood parasites, hey? Okay. Not really what I was going for. But I could maybe make that work. Here's our tanky boy. Physical ranged attacks or magic attacks. I'm gonna go with physical ranged on you. Yeah, we still haven't really picked up enough stuff here. I think I want to get rid of the Golden Wyvern mount because it just doesn't really fit the look of what we're going for. And then I don't have fire, so I kind of want to just say lifesteal, but maybe I could go blood parasite and lifesteal. This would be nice. This was sort of the original plan, but even that I don't have enough special stuff for, so. Okay, that ritual circle is going to attack the Rose Garden again. And you have made a summoner, so your summons do Lightning Blast, All right, and otherwise, pretty calm. So those guys are going to vibe there then. You know, I guess that's what we need the least. I'm going to put it on the firm. Gonna take some time for that teleporter to get going, so. Banshees would be more fun, yeah. Don't think having Parasite on a weapon that does one attack is a good idea. Changing it into a two-handed hammer with multi-hit target. Oh, like the chain lightning sort of stuff. 2 armies you've managed to pull down here? Oh, I guess because you've expanded into this territory. Yuck. Well, we're probably gonna have to fight this one then. Yeah, let's fight this one. I like that Inferno puppy. And I love this map. This is my favorite map in the game. So I feel like I have been blessed by that. You're my wizard. You're my beer tank. Yeah, I don't really have a ton of frontline guys down here. I mean, this guy, he's a ranger, but he's currently a ranger with a whip, so. Guess we'll move up in some weird ways. Ooh, Deathstalkers get passed through? Light-footed. No, Grim Halflings get light-footed. Cool. Alright, and unfortunately there are rose vines here, so I gotta be a little bit cautious. These guys actually all have full HP over there, so. Is that all we got for our opening? Yeah, I think so. Why would you even think on having the puppy die? I know, right? There's a blood river? Yeah, there's a blood river. There's also like these creeping rose bushes. I actually just think this is like the most balanced and interesting map. It's got the 3 different pathways. It's kind of got these great high ground spots that, depending on your builds, you could do some really interesting stuff with. All right, if you're not going to defend your summoners over here, I am going to come in and destroy them. Like, I don't know what your plan was here, buddy. Doesn't feel like it was a very good plan. I'm going to drain this familiar. Then I'm going to take blood empowerment. Then I'm going to bite you. Deathly Vitality. only got one flying unit. He has a lot of chargers. Oh god, those Avengers have Helm Splitter. Okay, so I'd rather them charge me then. Quite honestly, I think I'd rather be charged. What is the charge? Enjoying a succulent Chinese meal? Does Flame Strike light the ground on fire? Yes. Cooldown 1. That's it? This is from your staff. Dope. Now they all have to be lit on fire if they want to fight me. You can actually sniper shot whip people, which is hilarious. Even though you missed. Not quite so hilarious. Well, I guess I'll light all of those dudes on fire as well. Turn him around. I mean, this homie's a tank. I guess we'll just keep them together. You can go here, and probably warding is your best option. I still have like a surprising amount of guys here left to go, though. Oh, sick. This guy's got death stock, so I'm just gonna leave him up here. And then later, I'll teleport down to finish someone off. You guys are just gonna wall... Can I cast Deathly Vitality for you to heal? Yeah. And honestly, an Astral Ward wouldn't be terrible. But I'm also thinking about just honestly immolating, because it would hit so many of them and they take extra damage while being on fire. It's a pretty good shot. Those 5 or these 5. Yeah, let's do that. All right, computer. What have you? Going after my Gorbos. My Gremboblos. Puppy! It's okay. That's the temporary puppy. My tank tanks everything. Great. You kill something on a retaliation. Well, that was a fantastic round. Most excellent. Spin him right round, baby. Hop, hop, hop. I guess let's spin him right round as well. Kill him. I don't think you take damage from going out here, so I'm going to let you charge. As you are an Inferno puppy. These knights present some danger. What would be smart is if I turn them around first and then started attacking them. Don't believe I could do enough. I could insanguinate him. That does a sizable chunk of damage. And if it crits, which it did, it'll kill him. Now I get killing momentum. You might ask, what good is killing momentum going to do you? And I would say, none. I guess I can block off that passage. Do I want to charge in with you? I guess I kind of do. Papa. Insanity on that dragon. That's kind of nice. This flame striking wizard is still kind of out of range, but he also has Undead Slayer. So how does this work? Jump onto the enemy target, knocking them back, and then enter defensive mode. You have 6 stacks of Mortal Blessing. So this does 5% extra damage for each stack of Mortal Blessing. He's insane, so he's just going to attack someone next to him. Honestly, I'm just going to leave them there for now. I think I'll start bringing this tank around, but I'm not in a rush on him. Yeah, and I kind of want him just to do insane damage to people. Alright, save our mana, I guess. Bonk. Bonk. Vengeful Flames. Graze. Okay. Guess those are necromancers. Go out on a wild limb here and say those are necromancers. Stabby. This guy has another flame strike. So let's cast that. You have a blast evocation. We'll cast that. You can kill him. You can spin him. Let us get our assassin's flank. Then the puppy dogs can start moving in. Should have bit that guy, but what are you gonna do? Death stock? Didn't kill him. Wow, rude. You're gonna go around here and I'd like it if you could kill. $53 and $60. It's a flank on either of them. This doesn't spin them around, right? No, it does Misfortune and Searing Blades, but... Okay, critical hit. That might have done it, actually. Alright. You do that. So that then you can do this. Stack some bleed on them on top of the fire damage they're already taking, and I think we're pretty much done with them. Ooh, that was close. My soother. Clever charge attack. Spin you around. None of that, young man. None of that allowed at all. Much better. Do I have any combat tips for a new player struggling sometimes at the battle? Yes, I can absolutely give you some combat tips. The biggest one, I think, especially for new players, is paying attention to where the enemy movement is. So unfortunately, there's not just like a button that you can see like see all movement, but if you click sort of their front line and look at what squares they're able to move into, making sure that you move up just out of reach of that is a good idea. It does depend a lot on what troops you have. If, for example, you have a lot of charge troops, you want to have the first engagement. So you want to typically move like 3 rounds forward, spaces forward, and then attack. Where if you have, say, spears and shields, you're going to want to sit there and let them come to you while you're in defensive mode, while you have charge resistance, while you have all those buffs in your favor. I think that, like, really starting to pay attention to that made the biggest change for me. And then a lot of it is about like learning the synergies to say like, okay, well, if I have this ability that does burning damage and then I have these things that proc off of burning damage, you know, like having a spell that does it hits an enemy unit, is inflicted with burning, the ground is set on fire. Well, this one is like, this does extra fire damage if they are already burning. Then it's like, okay, well, I probably want to use that more often then. Or maybe I could shoot them with an arrow, you know, maybe I could get an archer who has scatter shot so he can set up an AoE, light everybody on fire, reply burning, and then hit them with that so it does the extra damage. Using lots of summons if you don't care if they die. Yeah, summons are also very, very good. They're very sacrificial. Some of the new playstyles even benefit from that, like the new Dark Culture rework. Having a bunch of summons go forward and die might sometimes be good for you. You find the enemy favor a flank. If you target the opposite flank to them, you can win the flank. Yep. Being able to have a strong line that holds, and then having flank lines that go around also can really win you. You have to know sort of when to move forward and when to hold your ground, and using the terrain to your advantage as much as possible to ensure that the flanking happens. Like always knowing which way your guys are facing, because flanking damage does a lot. Not only do you like take a lot of damage when you're flanked, but also you don't get to retaliate when you're flanked. So making sure that those sort of angles are checked can absolutely pump you up. How does barrage attack work if you have a musket? Or does it just not work? I'm gonna take the +1 range on you. Ooh, and you level up as well. You're gonna take flight. And evasion. I don't know if you can actually see where evasion is. Damage reduction. Desolate walk. Upkeep, land movement, ruler, undead. I'd love to see what this guy's evasion stat is as he gets bigger and bigger. We've really got to get him a better weapon. Cast this and summon more astral sparkles. I guess we'll summon more astral sparkles. Bonded vassalage, nice. Okay, these guys are coming for us after. But we have the advantage. We can press now. So we're going to spend 1 turn healing, and then I'm going to not fight this NPC, and I'm going to go straight for the Haunted Graveyard while they're recouping. Watch me. I'm going to not fight that NPC. So you have back, front, back. You need another front. Yeah, man, I'd take a Vampire Spider Matriarch. Why not? That's a good use of my thralls. Tempo swings and engagement is huge in this type of game. Yep. I will say also, like, you don't always need to kill a unit in this game, especially if... Like, especially if you have the opportunity to just do a bunch of casualties. Because if a unit is really... If a unit has a lot of models in their unit, then doing a bunch of damage to them will just cause them to do significantly less damage. You know, so like gremlins, you know, there's like 6 of these guys. You don't necessarily need to wipe them out. Now, the annoying thing is like you got to start being aware of their special abilities. So like gremlins do have behind you, which is really annoying. But then like a single stack unit, you are going to want to wipe out. So if there's only a single Deathstalker here, or like, I don't know if I even have a good example of this. The Inferno Puppies, I think, come in 2. So do the Deathstalkers. I don't really have a good example of this. But if there's only like one model in a unit, I guess like a Magebane, you know? Doing casualties to a Magebane isn't going to do anything. Killing the Magebane will do something. Okay, you guys need to also draw a road. Tap. Blood Fury weapons. Nice. Blind, Sunder defense, negative status resistance. I think I am going to pick up that Scald. Okay, a lot of stuff just got built. You're working on a bathhouse. You just built a market. You're decently happy here. But you have enough to get that, so let's go with it. You got that teleporter coming in. You got a teleporter coming in. You're ready to annex another province. Oh, you can get this one. Yeah, we're going to do that. So the unfortunate thing is I do have 2 adjacent provinces. But I need this third one here that he beat me to. So I am going to burn down this Fountains of Elation. I will make him suffer. Suffer for the indignity. Now, could you push up into that Astral Dew? And that's a good question. 1 at 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 is the limit at a tier 4 city. I'll be honest, I can never really remember. You can't reach, can you? You could. I'm not going to mess around here. Wipe this out. Pick up some nice rings. Okay. Flanker. Yeah, I'll give you flanker. 2 status resistance. I'll also give you that. Hey. All right. That is 1 major threat gone. This one is attacking us, but Drakvac is also meant to be preparing an attack. I gotta be honest, I don't think Drakvac is going to be able to do that. So we're probably going to have to come down here, take this teleporter, deal with this army. We gotta make more scouts. This is outrageous. It's like all my cities need to be building scouts right now. Research posts and conduits grant bonuses. Those are really nice ones. Okay, why don't we just have you go like that? And then that, and then that, and that. Doggy. Okay, I accidentally went too far with you, but that's fine. Whatever, no bigs. Yeah, this guy is infesting like crazy right now, and he's ignoring this other guy. Well, no, he's not ignoring him, actually. I'm gonna rush this production. The library. So I have at least those 2 teleporters set up now. A Carnival of Flesh. Per adjacent farm, add food and draft. Maybe. You know what? I'm going to build a desecration chamber here because it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get the shattered rosewood anytime soon. So I should at least take advantage of that. And once you're done this, you can also pick up that dark layer, which is really nice. Ended up smacked by Victorian later after checking ankles. Thank you for the tips. No problem, my dude. If you ever run into any like specific combat or something you're having trouble with, let me know and I will better tailor my advice. Half pint hello. Have we had a break today? Yeah, we took a really early break. Much earlier. So we've been going a bit long since then. I just get so excited playing Age of Wonders. It's the problem. All right, all my armies are back. I'm actually making good money, so I could absolutely afford to build up more armies. Which wouldn't be a bad idea because we do have 4 heroes. Boom, boom, boom. You scale off of foresters. You have very little foresters here. I might have to wait on that one. I'll just grab a tavern here for now. There's another astral divination. Province is being pillaged. Province is being pillaged. Yes. Both of these things are true. And I would like to solve them as soon as I can. Ooh, because we have astral points, we're going to be able to get teleporter mastery as well. So we will be able to do the thing where we just like zoop, 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 zoop around the map. What was that flash of red? Oh, he took my courtyard. All right, this guy's got to go, man. I come with you with a wonderful announcement. The people of Nidgard are celebrating the anniversary of our founding philosopher. Receive Imperium, receive gold, get a chaos boon. Or displease a Nidgard for 18 turns, but get super Imperium. I only aggrandize myself. Yeah, this guy's got to go, man. He's big time. Big time, I got to go. Unlock summoning tier 4 and tier 5 spells. I mean, we already have Chaos Eaters, so good reason to make that. So build a shrine. Bloop, bloop, bloop. You guys also make a mystic projection for me? I feel like I just need more scouts. There's so many of these things around right now, and My guys need like a lot of level ups, but like, let's give you champion. Let's give you champion. Let's give you champion. You're gonna build a road here. And then the three of you are gonna race down to that teleporter. Okay, he can't reach that one yet, so. These guys are ready to annex. I guess let's annex that farm, because that's where that teleporter is gonna go. Doing extra damage on physical attacks with the Blood Fury weapons. As well as extra bleeds. Okay, so this is good. We kill this guy, and then we loop up here. We take out this Astral Rift, and then we can actually go on a full-blown offensive. You kind of seem like you could get down there in a single turn. But I didn't build these teleporters for nothing. Extra Whispering Stones, Crypt Blades, Breastplate of the Champion. Throne cities and cities that share a border with the Throne City gets 10% income. That feels like most of our places. $3 gold per unit killed is always kind of nice. Why don't we pick this up as well? Oh, that was huge. That was like 30. 30 knowledge, 30 mana. You grab that and head there. It's like a million of these echoes up this way. Right, you grab 1, 2, 3, and then move on 4. Who even has a chance of that? Mavelith? No. We'll take out that Astral Rift ourselves. Again, this is all just like a good experience for our guys, so. Oh, he blew up this rift. Fantastic. Now we just have to take that courtyard from him. Yeah. So I think that's the war that we'll break out into. And then hopefully we can stay friends with her. I mean, I know we're not friends right now. In fact, she hates her guts. Wow, that really built up quite a while. Grudge due to grievances. I don't think we had that many grievances. All attacking units gain 10 morale. All defending units are inflicted with 2 bleeding for 3 turns. That's pretty dang nice. Let's take Vessels of Chaos first. I guess you're going to want a teleporter as well. I mean, if there's one there, feels like the spot that should go is probably right here. But I guess it could also go right here. You have a shrine built. Everybody's really mad here, so I feel like a tavern is what I want to build. You're going to grab that, and then that, and then that. We're going to grab that, and then over to those. You're going to grab that guy, and that guy. I didn't even see the other one there. You 3, bump, bump, bump. Surely someone here has an extra bit of movement. Dunk out this Marauder Guard. Take no damage. And we have room for another hero as well. Fantastic. So that's actually, that'll be 5 heroes. We should really start building a another army. Especially if we have access to things like summoners. What we don't really have, I guess, is a lot of like big casters, but I guess we could do like a summoner or a scald. And then like a pyromancer. In our back line, or a summoner or a scald, and then like a hero. I like the idea of having a lot of demons back there. I like the idea of just having a lot of demons in general. Oh, I guess like a chaos demon, a chaos beast would be best. Not so sure about these spell shields. I'm a bit on the fence about them. One thing for sure is that we are really stacking mana quite well because we're not casting a lot of things, and I guess we have runesmiths, so our upkeep is really, really low. All right, you guys, 1, 2, 3, and done. I'll take it, man. The Deathstalker is cool and all, but I don't really need him. Okay. Yeah, that Astral Rift still has a lot of stuff going on. Few echoes over there. So I was going to try to push up into that stuff. There is also... Yeah, I see this here. A Tranquility Pool. Also think I need to cut you off down here. I'm going to do that first. That also connects my territory, so they just get an extra 10% of all income. That's a good idea. Evocations deal 50% more damage. Yes, please. That mage is going to be very, very powerful by the end game. And if I have a bathhouse here, I can also recruit things like a spell shield in this location. So I might as well let them do that. Beauty. Beautiful. With a crackling noise and a bright blue flash, the chairman of the Yokai Council emerges before your throne. My blood demon! Your proficiency in the arcane is inspiring. We look up to your wizardry and awe in the abundant mana you harness. Shall we gain the mark of the conflux? 2 astral affinity. Cities of this race gain 1 city stability for each 70 mana in their controller's global mana reserve, up to 30. So 700, 240 mana? 2,400 mana would be 30 city stability. But we generate less mana for each pop we have. I think I'm okay with that. That was a big hit to our mana generation, but also all of our places are happy now. Or at least they're not furious, I should say. Maybe that would be more accurate. Yoink. Yoink. And yoink. And you go over there to yoink and yoink. And you're going to go up there to get the yoink. Bounties for these citadels. I might actually be able to recruit another hero here. A warrior, a death knight, and a battle saint. I guess the thing is we don't really have any items for them. Charging and jumping units low to commit suicide. You can do that sometimes. That can work out. Glory Seeker. That one's pretty easy to get. I guess the Death Knight is like pretty versatile here too. I like the way he looks. Dump, 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 dump. He's got a lot going on. I don't like his outfit though. That would work. The arcane stuff always looks a little strange to me. What about the big flaming pauldrons? Where are they? Your head is on fire. I feel like that looks right for you. Big guy, give you this big chunky flaming crown as well. Why not? We'll make you the fire guy. You could get resurgence. Right now, you are entirely crit based. And then Initiate of Materium. No. So the obvious choice there would be Initiate of Chaos if you're going crit base. Yeah, I could. Why not? I'll give it to you. What's funny is you don't have a mount right now. Despite the fact that you have a lance, so... Who's got that pony? You've got that pony. Yeah, but I don't really want to take away your pony. I could take away your grizzly bear. It's also not ideal, but... For right now... I think we can let it happen. Guys are picking up more astral echoes. I gotta say the scouts getting the astral echoes is actually fairly efficient. What are you? You are currently a prospector. You could be a collector. You could be an explorer. No, I'm fine with you being what you were. We never unlocked shades. We got to do that. Those are pretty important for us. Okay, these guys. Can we build some roads in here? Homies are chasing us around. All right, that is what it is. You're gonna go here and then here and then there. So many astral echoes. You're gonna keep working on this new squad. Summoner, Scald, Spell Shield, probably a spider. What do you want? I'll give you a bathhouse. Why not? If nothing more than just for the production. That 10%. Okay, you guys are going to come up here. Not ideal. Actually, that's fine. Didn't think I was going to be able to catch all them out. Yikes. Vampire Spider, Spell Shield, and a Soother. Yikes. All right. I'm going to take that, but I don't like it. I'm mostly going to take it because I know I have these guys over here to reinforce those ranks. You're missing the spell shield. You're missing a soother and probably something else. Gremlins? Do you guys all have gremlins? Gremlin. Honestly, the gremlins are holding their own. If I was to hurry production of this vampire castle, I could also start summoning even better stuff. But what, you might ask? Great question. Let's grab that lab. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that ritual chamber. With those world map casting points. Okay. You were going to be a farm. Let's do that. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Auto explore. I am pretty worried about how low my troops are here. We also don't have Sunless Domain. We have like another 2,000 to cut through. I'm probably going to need to bail out of there and heal. Realistically. Let's upgrade Drain Familiar. You gained a level of Renown. Great. Drakvik is coming to help. That's hilarious. Okay. $21 versus 19. I don't feel like that will go well for us when our HP is so low on so many of those troops. I gotta think about that for a second. You guys are ready to keep annexing, which is great. Looks like there's special stuff over there, so we'll just build out that way. Auto. Chill. Auto. I wonder if, like... Yeah, if I could just do that. He's out of movement. Oh, I see the problem with what I've just done. Now I've split my army. Mirror Mimics from Drakvik. Get a bunch of Death Stalkers here too. Alright, that's all really good to know. Those are some great units we have in the hold. We can also start summoning Chaos Eaters. But we'll go with some vessels first. If he is here with 1,000 troops, honestly, I feel a little bit better about it. $27.19. I tell you what, let's just pull out the Death Guard here for that Ranger, so all my heroes are involved. And then we'll go for it. Golden. Golden, golden, golden. An inspiring band of distraction. A Blightbringer of the Serpent. An inspiring signet, a signet of flank. This is mostly trash. Distracting Aura is very good, though. Especially on a tanky defender. I cannot knock that one bit. You guys made spell shields and scalds. Thank you so much. Those guys are going on an adventure. And with all of that, these guys are cleared. So we no longer have a threat on our back line. Which is going to make a world of difference moving forward. Because now we can actually move forward. We have our cities. We could expand our city cap and absorb Drakvek. Honestly, not a terrible idea. 500 Imperium to do it. I'd have that literally next turn. And then it's another 500 to integrate. All right, well, it's not cheap. But it's an option. Why don't we reduce the cost of magic origin units here? And then we'll take a little tech bump. And I think with that, as we start approaching turn 80, with the death of all of those guys behind us and only the vampires ahead of us, it's time to start going to war. So we'll save that for the next video as we move out and start crushing the other vampires in this area. Until then, bye-bye.